All right, we're back. So when I use this cable for the rotator cuff exercises, if I move this up or down, I'm moving that up or down. You would literally just move the band up or down on a pole. So just move it a little bit higher, especially when you've got your arm up like this and you're pulling forward or pulling backwards this way. Just move the band up higher and keep it low, keep it at shoulder height. This is about my shoulder height. I am a real short ass. I'm only about 5'6", 5'5". And the weight I'm using, why I said use one of those thinner bands, the weight I'm using on this, I like the cables. If you've got access to a cable machine, if you've got some workout equipment in a garage or something, and you've got one of these cable machines, I like them, and I like bands because they keep constant tension. You can do this with dumbbells, and a lot of people come into the gym. Really quickly, I'll just grab some dumbbells. A lot of people come into the gym, grab some little dumbbells, and you'll see them doing this, warming up. They're not getting the right resistance. They're just holding a weight in their hand. Now here, they're kind of getting the right resistance when they're doing this, but again, it's not correct. It's not working on the rotation. It's just wanting to pull it down. So gravity is just wanting to pull the dumbbell down. It doesn't quite work. So when you're using cables or when you're using a band, the resistance is against the movement the whole time. So, for example, I'm only using 8 pounds, 3.75 kilos. It's about 8 pounds if my math's right. So the first movement I want to do is stand with my arm pinned, upper arm pinned against my body, and I'm rotating it out. So I'm pulling the cable across my body and literally just rotating it out. I'm not pulling my elbow away from my body, I'm just rotating that way. So the top of my arm, it's all about the rotation of the shoulder joint at the top of the arm. So I would be doing this until you can just feel the squeeze. Concentrate on keeping your elbow in and feel the squeeze. You'll feel these little muscles inside your shoulder working. You'll feel them. It'll feel weird. I wouldn't use even 8 pounds when you're starting. I would use something super, super light. So on this, it's got, what's that, 1.25 kilos? It's like 3 pounds. That's nothing, 3 4 pounds. You're literally just focusing on using that external rotation while keeping your elbow pinned to your side. And you'll feel it. You'll feel it right up here in the back of your shoulder because those little muscles are just working to rotate the top of your arm. Now, the opposite of that, if you're doing 15, 20 reps until you can just feel it, keep the weight light, just keep squeezing and rotating to where it's comfortable. Don't go trying to go too far. Rotate, rotate. Then obviously the opposite is to spin around, and now it's pinned and I bring it across. And that'll start to work the ones just in here. You'll feel it in there. But again, keeping my elbow pinned against as tight as to my side as I can, and then bringing it across. And you'll feel it in the front or on the inside. Now, that can all be done with the band. Same movement. Just move your body position and squeeze across or squeeze out. So keeping it at the same height, shoulder height, you can do one from the rear. If I can show you this one, would be at shoulder height, keeping my arm horizontal, is just to rotate it back. Don't flick it back, but just slowly keep your elbow in one position. We're just rotating the top of my arm backwards. And with the cable, it's really easy. So you can see, I hope you can see, I'm just rotating backwards to a vertical position. Again, with a band, same thing. Grab the band, stretch it, so your arm's horizontal, and then rotate that arm. Okay? Last one you'd move the band up for. The opposite of that is starting up here and pulling forward like you're arm wrestling. So go up, literally go up, horizontal again, and then down and forward. Like one of those waving cats in a Chinese shop. They've always got those cats that sit there waving like this. Again, just concentrating on the roll, the rotation of the top of the arm. Not so much trying to force it forward or pitch it forward like that. Just rotating forwards like this. Pretty simple. Do that both sides. You keep doing that both sides. You will feel after that, your whole shoulder joint will be full of blood. Those little muscles on the inside that you forget about will be pumped full of blood. They'll be warmed up. You'll feel your shoulder joint, front of your chest, the rear of your shoulder, completely. It stiffens up. It doesn't stiffen up in a bad way. It firms up. So it's supported. Those muscles are now full of blood. They're supporting your shoulder a whole lot more. So 15, 20 reps, I don't really count. I just keep going until I kind of get a little bit tired. Maybe around 15 to 20. One side, do the other side, go back, keep switching. Do it 3 rounds of each one, 15 to 20 reps. And that's it for basically shoulder rotation or your rotator cuff. That's number one, the best thing you can do.